Die, you alien space being! Two more just for luck. Hello, and welcome to Moondream Press. My name is Michael H. Hansen, and I am the managing editor of Copper Dog Publishing. And Moondream Press is one of our three imprints. It specifically deals with science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And today, and for the next several videos I'll be making, we'll be talking about science fiction, specifically a science fiction series called The Morrow Chronicles. That's Maauro. And this is the very first book in the Morrow Chronicles. Let me just push that nice and close. My Outcast State by Edward F. McEwen. And I'm going to start off by just reading a little blurb off the back. 3 alien machines descend to the asteroid base of their enemies. The ensuing battle is short and savage. The lone survivor hopes either for rescue or for another chance to engage its enemies. It will be a long wait of 50,000 years. Rick Trigard ekes out a living in the Candelore system with his small ship, Sinner. He is caught between his failed past and a grim present in service to the local crime lord, Dusko. An expedition to the Rift asteroids promises better days, but when the well of time is disturbed, no one can say what will surface. Set in the same universe as Ed's Robert Fenneday Shasti Rainhell stories, which is another whole wonderful series of books, but decades after those, My Outcast State begins a new cycle of exploration of Confederation space. Now, you'll notice some of the rest of the series above my shoulder in this one, and you'll notice what appear to be anime covers of a particular female character. I cannot get into too much explanation without ruining what you might say is the second half of this very first book in the series. But rest assured, when discussing all the other books, I can talk more about a certain android named Morrow becoming more human, learning to become a woman, being the most incredibly powerful android you could ever imagine. I mean, just blows, Battle Angel Alita out the window. Think of, a battleship squished down to the shape of a woman. Just very roughly, I can't go into too much detail about that. It's a wonderful piece of world building that Ed has done. I think you'll find it's reminiscent of Poul Anderson and many of the classic science fiction writers that told about, small groups of troubleshooters traveling around a certain federation or empire, galaxy, not so legitimate in and of themselves, but doing undercover work for the present government that's there. A lot of fun, a lot of different alien races. Quite a bit of enjoyment about this. And in the next few books in this series, I'll be talking a lot more about the major characters and the very interesting thing that happens near the end of this book, and the creation of what I think is a very unique character in science fiction, and just a lot of excitement, a lot of unexpected turns. It really caught my interest. Yes, I have read the book, and I've read the rest of the series, and I've read a spin-off series that's been created, and we'll be talking about those books later in the future. But for now, I just want to say, for a good science fiction book, and once again to refer to all these covers you see, they have an anime look for a specific reason, but these are adult science fiction novels. They're set in what you might consider the real world, but it's a real world set hundreds of years in the future. And definitely not for kids, not really for preteens either. Just good, solid adult space opera, action adventure, wonderful characterizations that go on. I just can't stop singing its praise. So, be warned, you really should read this. Thanks for listening.